Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna show how to play into Nibiru, playing Kashtira. And this inspired me because of this video where a guy plays Kashtira on a DB Grinder YouTube. So this is game two. So he's also wondering. So the Cash player lost game one, so he's also wondering what he would do with the those hand. So basically opened Fenro Birth plus a Kestra name that Kestra Tournament could be any card because Fenro can, I mean the Theosis can bring out anything. Fenro must search the unicorn. That the feature being there is a little annoying for Kestra because you cannot tier cache if you have nothing in grave. Um, you can banish the Theosis from grave, but we'll see. And then so like the good thing about Deep Freezer is like you don't get trolled, but to be fair, if your opponent's a good player, they should like never side draw against Kashtira because they would bring in Shifter 100%. I mean, assuming the opponent's deck doesn't like Shifter, and like 90% of the decks are like that right now. So like if they have Droll Veiler, like they should just not side it in because like 33% of chance Cash will open shifter and they'll be just dead. But anyways, so the problem with this here is um let's assume like this card is just not there. This card just could be another imperm in the hand. So as soon as you activate that, your XC is locked. So if you hit fifth summon, you'll just get Nibiru. And if you get Nibiru, then you don't have Zephyros engrave. It's a little rough. Okay, so this is fourth summon. This build, I mean, this opening, I would only go when my starter is just a field spell, so that Shang Yura will still pop a. I mean, the field spell will should still pop a card because I have Shang, and then I'll have Fenno Unicorn Birth. So I mean, but like this, like he didn't even open the field, so like most like unless if like opponent just cannot play through this card, like they'll just pretty much break this board easily. And see, this card just did nothing here. So like at this point, why do you even play like bad catch names? Um, yeah. So and then yeah, this banished, so can add back birth in the future. That's not bad. So like this guarantees if he survives, but still you could have added back in the turn one. So I'll show what I would do. I didn't really like did it in advance, so it uh, so I don't know what I'll make right now yet. So the opening was double imperm, I'll say, instead of the D fissure. If since it's game two, like in my deck, that'll be judgment because I side deck as going first. So yeah, so tier cache. So yeah, so tier cache is not bad to open if you're actually going full combo. And the birth and the opponent had the Nibiru. So start with Fenno. Uh, this could be in defense. Attack doesn't matter too much. It only really matters if your opponent's like playing Pearly or they can Turbo Zeus. But like for now, I'll just put it in defense. And then you'll declare the search. Hopefully you don't get drilled. Opponent should just not side it in because, as I said, shifter, like they'll just shifter in their turn. And then birth, normal. That'll, of course, search the Theosis. And then this will be summoning Zephyros by detaching the Fenril. You detach Fenril just in case this gets impermed so that you reborn the Fenril. That's better than reborn imperm. I mean the reborn unicorn. Then summon out the Zephyros. So now you link these off to the SP Little Knight. It could be IP if you have crossout. That'll banish the unicorn and then declare the birth. I'll just put a thing so that we know we activated this. And then let's see. Yeah, so Theosis will be activated, and just keep in mind, we already hit the fifth summon, but because we have SV, whenever the opponent decides to nib, you can get these banished, and then Theosis target. So this could be like a decent nib opportunity because if Theosis loses the target, they will, like, this would not resolve basically. So let's say that happened. So SP Little Knight Chain. So this did not resolve. So it'll go to grave. And I do believe Nib doesn't summon because it banished no card. And you already normaled. And there's like not much point to hold this card. Unfortunately, the Rise Art is not there, so I don't think there's a way to rank 4. It is still correct to summon the tier cache though, to add back the unicorn in your turn and then set double imperm. During these will come out in the end phase, and then you have Fenril interruption, SP interruption, Birth interruption to mill 3 banish 3 cards and double imperm. Let's say they did not imperm here. So, sorry, they did not Nibiru here. So that'll be, so Nib is there in their hand, and then Theos is resolved. So here, Zephyros is in the grave. So Zephyros would summon here, Birth would get bounced, and then just reactivate immediately, honestly, because opponent's playing Runic deck, so you need that. And then this is slow level 4, so against that Bestial Runic, I think Dweller makes sense because they have grave effects, decent amount of grave effects. So would make that, and then so yeah. So at this point, we don't know the opponent has the nib, and tier cache is like the whole purpose of it is here to just add back the unicorn almost. So just no reason really not to summon it out and then make the Shang, try to make the Shang. And so Shang is better card to end on than Fenril. So you would make the Shang here. So if opponent nibs right here, so it's like if they nib right here, you would end on the same thing. You have unicorn in hand. If they hold the nib until you get the Shang, then you will end on the Shang instead of the Fenril, and then that's normally better than um, having the uh, having just the Fenril because this brings out every turn. If they don't out the Shang, you'll get another body next turn. So yeah, and then so yeah, they nibbed here. it'll banish and then just return them during the end phase. Nib would be there because it tributed the Dweller, set 2, and then yeah, they still have to deal with the Little Knight, Birth, Fenlo would be brought out, which Nibiru can just out by battle, but like if they play, if they have to waste battle and choose to out one of them, it's still good because normally, you want to keep. I mean, like if they have any more action, then Little Knight can probably just banish this, so this survives. And double imperm like is just two non-engine, and like if they out everything, you still have unicorn one card. So assuming your like zone's empty, and even if it's not, you can just crash and then summon unicorn, and they probably like use almost everything to out these. And like even if they like evenly matched, I mean if they nip here, like they cannot evenly, but if even if they somehow got rid of this and evenly matched, the Little Knight can just banish this plus probably Fenno and then keep Imperm on the board depending on the game state. But yeah, this is why Zephyros line is pretty good. And obviously if you don't get Nib, this is just FTK against most decks because like Dweller, Shank plus SP plus two non-engine plus Birth plus ad bag is just broken. Yeah, but yeah, that. Thanks for watching.